Hey everyone, hope all is well. My name is Miles Dyer and I'm a content development manager at CybSafe. And welcome to this new show, CybSafe Weekly, which, as the name suggests, will be giving you all the latest news about CybSafe, all the great work that we're doing here as an organisation, and also acknowledging all the brilliant stuff that is going on out there in the world of cybersecurity. So if you have things you want to talk about, let us know in the comments below. We love to hear from you. First up, recently our CEO and founder Oz was in Austin, Texas. I'm very jealous, speaking at SANS Security Awareness Summit 2022. His talk was titled "All Change Please: Security Behaviours in the Context of Today's Risks, Threats and Vulnerabilities." Here he discussed about how behaviours don't happen in isolation, how understanding them allows you to make the right interventions, and the importance of influencing them to reduce risk.
And we're not the first people to think about influencing and changing behaviours. My watch tells me when to stand up if I've been sat down for too long. Many of you will have all sorts of other tools and aids that you rely on daily that help you. If you're like me, getting up this morning, you needed something to nudge me, an alarm clock. Nobody educated me about it. I know exactly what to do, and no one ever taught me about that particular thing. And so this is really normal for us, but interestingly, as a security community, it's one of the really exciting evolutions that we are now starting to understand and apply really effectively.
CybSafe has been very busy lately, putting together lots of great virtual webinars that are free, packed with informative goodness, and all available on demand afterwards if you miss them when they are live. And earlier this month, our SDR Sarah led an awesome webinar on how to attack law firms with ransomware. She was joined by Jonathan Armstrong, a partner from Cordery Compliance, and Flavia Kenyon, a barrister for the 36 Group. There was so much ground covered in this 1 hour session, but here's a short clip of Jonathan really hitting home the reality that breaches in law firms are inevitable.
You know, we've had 30 years of telling barristers and solicitors not to leave papers on trains, not to leave laptops in the back of cabs, and not to discuss deals on their mobile phone in crowded public places. They still do it. I've still been able to work out a confidential, price-sensitive deal on a train just by writing down the code words of the deal and the people in the deal and doing a quick Google search. And it took me 10 minutes to work out a non-public deal of listed entities. So we've got to try and educate people to stop that happening. But we've got to accept that it is inevitable. And if data breaches are inevitable, which they are, do all we can to prevent them, but rehearse for when they do happen. Because just as we rehearse fire alarms and we hope there isn't a fire, then we have to rehearse data breaches, ransomware attacks, hoping that they won't happen to us, but we have to be prepared for when they do.
Want to watch the full webinar or even check out our Ransomware is Boring ebook that got released alongside it? Links will be in the description of this video. CybSafe Weekly is going to evolve over time, and it's only going to be possible with your input. I want this to be conversational, so if you have any questions or feedback, please let us know in the comments below. Now, I want to end these shows with a Q&A section, but obviously with this being the first one, you haven't had a chance to ask any questions yet. So I'm going to pose a couple of questions to you. And the first one is, what did you make of this? And the second one is, what would you like to see on future editions? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts, so let us know in the comments. Be sure to follow us across social media if you haven't already. And why not give this a like in the good old social media way, helps us with the algorithm. And for all things CybSafe, go to cybsafe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miles Dyer, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Adios till then.